Hi everybody, John here from All Miniatures Great and Small, and a special treat today, I have Sam in the studio with us. So Sam has not played a game on the channel anyway for over a year.
Yeah,
Something
probably
like
about
that.
Yeah.
And we've played some Flames of War, we've played 40K on the channel, but we're kind of getting back to our roots here. So cool. So what we're going to do is, this is kind of like we're doing a couple things here. We're showing off the new American D-Day book. We're showing off, and I'm playing a force out of that. We're showing off the Fortress Europe book. You're playing a German force from that, and we're kind of celebrating that with a D-Day themed scenario. Well, kind of a breakthrough Operation Cobra type scenario. So we've got our bocage table out, and hedges and trees and all kinds of good stuff. So Sam, though, this is your first game of version 4?
Yeah, so I've been playing Flames of War since version 1 with the old black and white rulebook, but stopped playing towards the tail end of version 3 when they started doing the Invasion of Germany sort of books. And just wasn't anything that really exciting. So I took a little break, went to school for a while. I did play a couple games of Team Yankee, which was sort of like the proto rule set for version 4. So I'm kind of familiar with that, sort of the changes for version 4 for Flames of War, but it's really going to be interesting to play my first full 100-point game of World War II combat with the new version of the rules.
And it's nice, we're kind of getting into, so Battlefront just released their late war stuff.
Yep.
And I know the community is, some parts of the community are in an uproar because they love their version 3. In version 3 people were in an uproar when version 2 to version 3. But anyway, and I love version 3 too. Version 3 is one of my favorite game systems ever. But I've come around with mid-war version 4. I was really happy with it. And these new books I think are really great, particularly the American book. I know you're not playing Americans, but the German book is next in September.
Yeah. Okay, I'm excited about that.
And then my son Jake, he's got to wait till I think February for the British book.
Yeah.
And poor Soviet players have to wait till April.
Always.
Operation was it Bagration? I think they're doing.
But hopefully it'll be good. I mean, the Soviets have often sort of complained that they've had the short end of the stick as far as rules go. So
that's true.
Hopefully they get it right this time, and it's a really good book. I have a lot of Soviets that I want to play.
Well, and the nice thing is Fortress Europe gave the Soviets 10 lists.
Yeah,
there are
10
lists in there. Some of them are like, the Churchill Squadron or the Lee Squadron or Company.
Yeah, Dublin Lee sort of stuff.
Or kind of the same formation, just with different tanks, but it does give you some options.
Yeah.
Whereas the poor British only got, I think, 4.
Right, yeah.
4 lists in that book. My son's mad because he can't use his Cromwells. He really wants to use his Cromwells.
Right,
but it's just Shermans and Churchills, I think, in that book. But so we're going to play Breakthrough. We're going to go ahead and show the armies, and then we'll come back with the deployment, and then we'll get started. Here is my 100 points of Americans out of the D-Day American book. So I went with the veteran M4 Company. So what I've got here in my core formation is an HQ unit of 2 Sherman 75mm, a unit of 4 Sherman 75mm, a unit of 4 Sherman 76mm, and then a unit of 4 Stuart light tanks, and back here a unit of 81mm half-track mortars. So that's my core formation. It's nice and beefy, so if I lose my Shermans, my whole army doesn't run away. And then in support I've got a recon company with an M8 Greyhound and some Jeeps. I've got M12 batteries, so some real heavy artillery to drop on Sam, and then a armored rifle platoon, which you can never go wrong with an armored rifle platoon. I also wanted to show off some of the cards, so I did take the cards. Lucky, I think, is a great card. 1 point, it's basically a free reroll. Rerolls are really rare in Flames of War, so any kind of reroll is pretty awesome. Then I'm upgrading one of my Sherman 76s with to Lafayette Pool for 4 points. And that basically means I can ignore the penalty for stabilizers, so I can shoot with full rate of fire on the move without any penalty. And then I'm taking sandbag armor And as you can see, these guys are modeled with sandbags. So that's 4 additional points I'm spending to give those guys sandbag armor. I did that before seeing Sam's army, and I'm kind of glad at least one of my platoons has it. That can save me against Panzerfausts and stuff like that. Give me a 5-up save to ignore those, which is nice. And there you go. That is my 100 points of American Veteran Sherman Company.
All right, so this is my 100-point German force. It's got 2 companies. One of them is a Panzer IV company that's got 2 platoons of 3 Panzer IVs and 2 Panzer IVs as HQ. And then my second company is going to be a Grenadier company. And it's got 3 full Grenadier platoons. 2 of them have the additional heavy machine gun, 2 Panzerschreck teams, and Panzerfaust upgrades. The HQ also has the Panzerfaust upgrades. I was expecting to run into a lot of tanks, and I am, so I'm taking them. And then also within that company is a unit of 4 8-centimeter mortars. And then as support, I have a unit of Panzer Grenadiers, a full-strength platoon, again with Panzerfaust upgrade, and 4 half-tracks. And that's it.
All right, we are deployed. The mission is Breakthrough, and we imagine that this is during Operation Cobra, during the Allied breakthrough through the Normandy hedgerow territory. So we're going for a very thematic battle here. I, as the Sherman Company, is the attacker, and Sam is the defender. So you'll see if we can hold out against the might of American armor. So the way that this mission works, if you're new to Breakthrough, is the table has been divided into 4 quarters. Sam, as the defender, got to deploy in 2 basically diagonal quarters, so he chose this one and this one. And then I chose this one to attack from. The objectives are in this table quarter. This is actually in the extreme edge of that table quarter, and then there's another one back there in those woods. Sam has 40% of his force in reserves, which are those...
Panzer IV Command, Panzer IV Platoon, and Panzer Grenadier Platoon.
Excellent. And those guys could come in either on his corner over here, like 16 inches, or that one over there, 16 inches. So good flanking positions as I'm pushing forward. And then he has another platoon of Panzer IVs, which are in ambush.
The camouflage ones.
The camouflage. So they're somewhere on this table somewhere, but we don't know where they are. And I guess I'll find out soon enough. But so the idea is then I've got to capture the objectives, and he's got to keep me away from the objectives. Last but not least, I do get a flanking unit as well. My flanking unit comes in on the back corner there, right where that objective is, and I'm saving my armored rifle platoon for that. So even if my Shermans get hammered, Sam's going to have to get something over there to protect that objective by the time I come in, which I think is on turn 3, but we'll double check. We've also placed our ranged-in markers. We've got one here. I've got it within 2 inches of the hedge, so I can hopefully still see it. We've got one there. That's Sam's mortars, and then one over there, which is my 81 millimeter half-track mortars. And with that, it is first turn for the Americans. All right, American movement is done. Over here, this flank just kind of moved out. The Stuarts successfully blitzed. The command element successfully blitzed. These guys failed their blitz, and these guys didn't bother blitzing. Over there, my recon moved up, and they stayed put, and they stayed put. These guys are going to have some direct fire shots into that house because there's a machine gun team. That's kind of like a World War II movie. The machine gun team's out there, then they see these things starting to point at them.
Right, it's very Saving Private Ryan-esque.
Right. So we're going to go into the American shooting phase. All right, so I decided not to fire these guys yet with the mortars because I'm saving them for smoke. But I am going to go drop a bombardment onto that house, which I think will cover like 7 teams. I think I hit you on a 4 normally.
Okay.
5 because the template is covering tall or short terrain, or in this case probably both. So I need a 5. If I range in the first time, I get time on target. And we got time on target. All right, so we'll distribute the dice, and then we'll be back for some rolling. All right, so these are all the teams that are hit, and that includes the guys in the building. So I'm going to, well, I need to roll now to hit them now that the template is there. So on a 4-up, they get hit, and I'll just go around. So he's missed. Are these for the two in the building?
So you can do the MG first if you want.
MG is hit, and Faust.
Strike
So the MG's hit. This guy in back is good. This guy, oops, sorry, I'm moving your guy. There we go, he's hit.
Okay.
So we put that one back. Next guy is good. Next guy is good.
Last guy.
And yeah, oh, he's hit.
Okay.
All right, so now you need saves for those guys.
All right.
But since it's time on target, you re-roll successful saves.
Okay, so the Panzer Shrek inside, saved and saved.
Nice. You just throw 2 dice for each one.
Okay. Platoon commander. Oh, he's dead.
No,
oh,
I need a 2-up firepower.
Okay. Let's get that 2.
Yeah, he is. Okay.
All right, and then this guy up here, he's fine.
He's good. All right. And that'll pin the unit down, and we kill 1 team. Which you can swap that guy with another guy.
Okay, I will do that.
Okay, next up, these Stuarts are going to be firing into, they're going to pick that heavy machine gun team as their primary target. It's 20 dice. Normally you're hit on 4s, 5s because you're concealed, and 6s because you are gone to ground. So this isn't quite 20. And we've got 5 more we'll add to this pile. So
4 hits.
that's not bad. That's almost average.
Yes.
A little bit better. And then you get your 4 saves.
Okay.
Oh, well, I'll assign hits.
Okay, go for it.
And then we'll be right back. All right, so that's where I assigned the hits. So Sam's going to go ahead and make his saves.
All right, Panzer Shrek team. Passes. MG. Passes. Regular and Rifle MG team. Passes. And another regular Rifle MG team fails.
All right, so I'm looking for a 6-up firepower. These are the 30 cals off the Stuart. Oh, close. If it was a 50 cal, we would have got him. All right, so those guys have 4 hits. I need to get 1 more hit on them. All right, so this is actually my 2IC. He's going to fire at this guy over here, and he's the only one that can see. The other guy's kind of blocked by Stuarts. He's going to need 7s though because it's long range. So we're looking for 6s. Oh, 2 6s, and then I think we follow that up by a 5 or 6. I think that's how it is. No, and then the 2 30 cals, 5 or 6. No. So close, yet oh so far. Okay, and with that is the end of American Turn 1. Just a quick recap. I did pin down this unit here, and I killed 1 team, but I failed to hurt these guys. I only did 4 hits there, so they are fine. This is going into German Turn 1. All right, let's see an unpin roll for these guys. What do they succeed on?
They're confident, so they succeed on a 4+.
All right.
Unpinned.
They are confident.
Right.
And the ambush reveals itself here, so he's got some nice juicy shots at my Shermans.
They're there all along.
I know. And then do you have immediate reserve? So we're starting to roll on turn 1. Is that right?
I have immediate reserves. Let me double check here.
Okay.
I do have immediate reserves.
Okay, so we're doing this out of order, but that's okay. So you get 1 on a 3-up.
I'll take it.
All right. Sorry, guys, I had a brain fart. Been playing too much 40K. Reserves is not 5+, so I just dashed Sam's hopes.
That's my hopes. It's terrible.
All right, so no reserves, but that ambush is still there. All right, Sam, go over your movement.
Okay, so not a lot of movement. I did move these guys at a cross-country dash here to get them closer to this objective that they're going to need to defend here pretty soon.
Yep.
And then this platoon, I shuffled the back units that were already out of line of sight because they were more than 2 inches away from the hedge. I moved them over because I'm assuming many of John's vehicles are going to have to come sort of through this bottleneck, and they want to be able to assault any bailed-out tanks if they can.
Yeah.
So move them out of their foxholes. Hopefully they won't get machine gunned too badly.
And then these guys are still in foxholes,
Yep,
so
they're
all
holding
good.
strong.
Cool.
And that's it for movement.
Those guys stayed put.
They stayed put.
All right, so on to German shooting phase. Uh-oh. All right, first thing in the shooting phase, Sam's mortars. Dropped a line of smoke here. So he's kind of screening off my Shermans, and he's going after my Stuarts. How could you? All right, so you want to go straight to the shooting phase?
Let's do it.
I mean, the rest of your shooting phase, I guess? All right.
First, real quick, I'm going to take some shots from the heavy machine gun in the top floor of this building into your reconnaissance patrol.
Okay.
So it's 6 shots.
All right.
Pretty sure. Yes.
Yes.
Hitting you on, let's see, 4's base for veteran?
Let me come back and check.
Okay.
I'm not sure on those units. All right, they are hit on a 4, Sam.
All right. 4 ups on 6 dice. All right.
Just one.
1 hit.
And so who is your target? You place the die by your target.
I'm going to allocate it to this 50 cal.
Okay, and since I'm beyond 8 inches away from there, I can try to swap it on a 3+. I'm going to try to swap it to the Greyhound.
Okay.
And I do not. So, and now I get I think the Jeep is a 4-up save. And the Jeep is destroyed.
Oh. All right, and now I'll fire my ambushing Panzer IVs. 2 of them are just at short range of this Stuart, but the third one, because it can't target that Stuart with the smoke in the way, will be hitting at a +1
this
over
one?
60 inches. Yeah.
Okay, so 4 shots hitting on 4s and 2 shots hitting on 5s, basically.
4 shots hitting on 4s.
Okay,
2
you got
hits. And then let me do the 5s real quick here.
5s.
All right, so 3, so 2 regular and 1 with an extra point armor.
So basically, 1 has to go here, Sam, and 1 has to go here.
Okay.
And then you get to choose the third one.
Let's go here.
And then theoretically, I could swap, but I'm good with that.
Okay.
Actually, I'm going to try to swap. Sorry, that's my platoon commander. I'm going to try to swap to a longer range one.
Okay.
To make give me a better save.
Why not?
All right, so 3 up. Okay, so I'm swapping the hit there.
Okay.
And then my front armor 4. Everything's front armor looks like.
Okay. And I think so. 16 inches. It's over 16 for all 3 of those tanks.
Yeah.
So that'll be a +1, so they go to a 5.
5. Versus your AT 11.
11, yeah. So 6 will be a glancing hit.
So I need 6s.
Okay.
All right. Hey,
Oh, good
a
start.
glance. A glance.
Excellent.
All right.
Let's
No.
Okay.
Okay, so firepower 3 up for here.
3 up. No.
No. And this guy
Yep.
is bailed, and then the penetrating hit is destroyed. So this guy's destroyed, and this guy is bailed. That could have been a lot worse.
Could have been much worse.
Yeah. All right, Sam.
Okay, so that's it for my shooting. In the assault phase, I'm going to attempt a shoot and scoot order here. So it's a 3 up.
All right, so they can move up to 4 inches, basically backing off the hedge.
All right.
Cowards. All right, Sam, let's recap your turn.
Okay, so I didn't do much moving. I sort of redeployed half of this grenadier platoon. I popped my Panzer IV ambush, and I ran my 3rd Grenadiers platoon.
Gotcha.
Then I fired a heavy machine gun and destroyed a Jeep,
You did destroy a Jeep.
and fired my Panzer IVs and destroyed a Stuart, and then backed off the hedge like the coward that I am.
All right, so that's it for German turn 1. On to USA turn 2. All right, we're going to try to bail back in with our Stuart. We're going to do that on a 4+, I believe. That's my motivation. No.
You're not finding your motivation.
All right, my company commander is within 6 inches and can see that bailed out tank, so he can yell at him to get back in even though he failed. So let's go for that again. And we got it this time. Yay. All right, I'm going to try to blitz these sandbag Germans. On a 4 up, I believe it's a 3 up, but we make it. All right, American movement is done. So those guys stayed put. My recon moved in around the hedge to put some machine gun fire on those guys. Mortars aren't very helpful where they were. I don't need smoke over there, so these guys dashed. Get them in a better position for later in the game. And then over here, we kind of pushed forward. My Stuarts moved up to hopefully machine gun those guys that are out in the open. Dangle some bait there for Sam's Panzers.
Yeah.
And then these guys came up to the hedge. Hopefully my sandbag platoon of Shermans will be able to do something against those Shreks. But hopefully, if we can knock out these guys, it gives me another avenue to support that objective. So we'll see what we can do. And then the Sherman 76s just kind of moved here as a counter to those Panzer IVs if they come up to the hedge, or if more Panzer IVs come in over here. So we'll see what happens. Lafayette Pool is just waiting for you, Sam. All right, so on to American shooting. All right, so first up, we're going to repeat bombardment. So these guys are going to go into at the same spot. Now, I forget with repeat bombardment, is that reroll saves? Do you remember, Jake? Well, double check. All right, so Sam's going to point. I'm going to roll a 4 up to try to hit the teams. So let's go.
Machine gun in the top floor.
Top floor. Missed him.
Panzer Shrek, rather.
Panzer Shrek. Oh, got him.
This guy.
That guy. Got him.
Platoon commander.
Platoon commander. Got him.
This guy.
Got him.
All right. This guy.
And got him.
Okay, and this guy.
Oh, one more guy. No.
All right.
All right. So you got so because it's a repeat bombardment, you got to reroll your saves.
Okay.
So just throw 2 dice for each team.
Panzer Shrek. Dead.
Well,
we got to do firepower.
2 up firepower.
Dead.
Yes, he is dead.
Okay, this guy. Alive.
He's good. Yeah.
Platoon commander. Alive.
Nice.
This guy. Dead.
No,
Oh.
2 up. Yeah.
I'm just going to assume he's going to make a 2 up save. And then the last guy. 2 up save.
Let's see another 2 up. You're due. Oh,
Oh.
got him. So I'm sure that unit is now well and truly pinned again.
Yes, it is.
And then we're going to go ahead and shoot with the recon. All right, so the mortar jeep over there, he can't do anything because he moved. He can only drop a bombardment, it looks like. But the Greyhound does have a 50 cal. I think I'm going to shoot that instead of the main gun since he moved. So that's 2 shots. Normally I hit you on 4s, 5s because you are concealed, and 6s because that team is gone to ground. Did not shoot. So let's see what we can do. And nothing. All right, next up I'm going to go with the Stuarts. It's going to be 15 shots. We're going into that middle team right there. All 3 of those teams are not dug in, but we'll see what we can get. So I'm hitting them on 4s. So let's see what we can do here. Well. I'll go ahead and assign those hits. All right, so we've assigned the hits. Sam knows which ones are in cover and which ones aren't. So go ahead and make your save, Sam.
Okay, so out in the open.
Out in the open. He's good. Whew.
Out in the open. He's dead.
Oh, and that was my target. So long, Hans. Or Fritz.
He's good. The last one out in the open here is dead. And then these guys are still dug in. So over here, good. And the machine gun, good.
Okay. But that is 5 hits, so they are pinned.
Yep.
Okay. All right, next up, my HQ unit. These 2 Shermans are going to be firing machine guns into, we'll pick that guy as our target. They've got 4 50 cal shots between them, hitting on 4s. We've got 2 hits, and then 6 30 cal shots also hitting on 4s. So we got perfectly average. We'll assign the hits and we'll be right. So we've assigned the hits. The 5s are the 50 cals. Those are going against the 2 teams that are dug in, and then I guess he's dug in, but those 2 teams are out in the open.
He actually moved.
Oh, he actually moved.
Yeah.
Okay, so good. I distributed my machine gun fire as efficiently as possible. So let's make some saves, Sam.
Okay, so the Panzer Shrek team
This guy.
saved.
Okay.
The MG failed.
All right,
so 5 up will kill him.
So I need a 5 up here. Whoa. No, he's good.
Okay, and then team in the open. Oh, dead. Team in the open, good. And platoon commander, good.
Good. I know that stinks to lose another guy, but that keeps these guys from assaulting now.
Yeah.
All right, so next up I'm going to go with a sandbagged Sherman platoon. 2 of them can target this guy that's out in the open. The other 2 have to go into this line here, so it's going to be harder to hit because they're still dug in and gone to ground. So we'll start over here firing with that guy. We have 4 50 cal shots hitting on 4s. So we got 2 of those. And then we've got 6 30 cal shots also hitting on 4s. And then these 2 tanks are going to, I guess they'll target this heavy machine gun as their target. They need 6s though. So here are their 4 50 cals. They whiff. And their 6 30 cals also whiff. So we got 5 more hits to distribute here. So we assign the hits again. The 50 cals are going against the dug-in guys. We'll see what we can do.
Yeah.
So he's out in the open.
2 saves.
2 saves.
Saved.
Oh, nice.
Right. Platoon commander out in the open. Saved.
Good.
Panzer Shrek team dug in.
This is the one I want to get.
Oh,
he made
it. And then heavy machine gun. Good.
All right. All right, so we need to make some cross checks as we get into contact here. So let's go ahead and start with, we'll start with this guy. On a 3-up, he can make it. And he's got 4 inches, I already measured it, putting it up against the hedge. This guy, 3-up. So he has to stay 2 inches away. He probably is already 2 inches away. This guy, 3-up. He makes it. This guy, 3-up. He makes it. And then the 2IC, this tank is within 4. He's outside of 4, so he can't make a move. So he's going to try to make a cross check as well, and he fails. And he's more than 2 inches away, so he just stays there. So I got 3 tanks into contact, so now Sam's got some defensive fire. All right, so Sam has some defensive fire here.
So I've got 2 Panzerschrecks.
Okay.
And then I can nominate 1 team for a Panzerfaust, so he'll fire a Panzerfaust.
Okay.
So,
and are they all the same stats?
No, they're slightly different, so I'll do the 2 Shreks and I'll do the Faust.
Okay. And normally you hit me on 4s.
Nope. I'm pinned down, so I'll hit you on 5s.
5s, okay.
So 5 up. And then the Faust. Ooh, also missed.
I'm glad you didn't hit me, but I'm kind of disappointed I didn't get to use my sandbags to repulse that. So, all right, so on to the fight. I've got 3 tanks in combat. So looks like I can assign we'll do 1 on each of these guys. So we'll just go to the line, my left to right, and I believe I get you on 3s.
Okay.
1, no.
Ooh,
so that guy there.
Team.
All right, Sam's going to try to swing back, so you need
I need a 4+.
A 4+?
No, so I back off.
Okay, so you've got to break off outside of, I believe it's outside of 6.
Okay.
All right, so they are, the Germans fell back outside of 6 of my guys. You still have a lot of teams, though, in that unit. 6 teams?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, 6.
So you're not in danger of morale just yet. I don't think I'm going to try to jump the hedges for my consolidation just yet. So that is going to end it for American turn 2. On to German turn 2. All right, starting the German turn.
All right, they took some beatings.
Yep.
We'll see if they keep on.
So you're going to try to unpin these guys?
Yep, so I'll try to unpin these guys on a 4-up. Nah.
No.
And I'll try to unpin these guys on a 4-up. Good.
They do, okay.
And then I've got 2 dice for reserves, so let's see if I can get some
on a 5-up. 5-up
tanks
people.
in here.
No,
no. Next turn.
Next turn for sure. All right, the Germans are pretty much done, although, Sam, you're going to try to blitz with your Panzer IVs.
I will attempt to blitz.
All right.
On a 3+.
3+. Yeah,
there we
they
go.
can do it. So they're back up on the hedge. Full rate of fire. These guys are back.
I'll ride it.
And then you just want to go into recap of the rest of your movement?
Yeah, I actually need to dig these guys in.
Oh,
as
these
well,
guys are going to try to dig in.
Do that on a 3-up. Good.
Okay.
So they dug in, stayed put.
Okay.
They blitzed. These guys moved at the double, or train dashed, what have you, up against this hedge to cover that objective, because knowing you will get your reserves next turn.
I can hope so, yeah.
And then over here, these guys thought it best to get away from that ranged-in marker, and so they moved towards this reconnaissance platoon because I think they can kill them. And then the machine gun moved into the ground floor over here just to be less of a target.
Gotcha. All right, so on to German shooting, turn 2.
Okay, Panzer IVs are going to go into the much maligned Stuarts.
Okay.
I've got 6 dice hitting you on 4s.
Okay, I get no armor save with this. Okay.
Okay, all right.
5 hits.
So
You
I'll
want
do,
to sign your hits?
Yeah, just because I think you'll probably try to move them around anyways. I'll just do 1, 2, and 2. So
You're probably too close, so go ahead and go straight to your firepowers.
okay, so firepower for the tank commander. Got him.
It's destroyed.
2 for the middle guy. Got him.
Double destroyed.
And the last guy. Got him.
Okay, so that's the Stuart platoon in the bag.
Okay, so over here, I've got 1 rifle MG shot, an additional rifle MG shot, but through this little wooded area here, and then a moving Panzerschreck shot.
Okay.
So I'll do...
Well, you'll count as 2 inches, so you're basically on the edge.
Oh, okay. All right. So 2 shots hitting on 4s.
Yeah, they're hitting on 4s.
So 4-ups.
Okay,
1 hit.
got 1.
And then a Panzerschreck shot on a 5, because it's +1 for slow firing. Yep.
Got it.
Okay.
Okay. So you want the Shrek on the car, or the Greyhound.
And then the shot on the...
All right, so 4 up for my Jeep save. Nope, he's destroyed. And then my front armor's like 2 on that. Your AT's
11.
11, so just go straight to your
I
firepower.
believe it's a 5-up. Nope.
No, but he's bailed out. But that means you're definitely, if you're within charge distance, you're going to get him. So the Jeep is destroyed, and the Greyhound is bailed out.
Okay, and then last thing in the shooting phase, I'm going to attempt to shoot and scoot here with the Panzer Force.
Okay.
And they do.
Okay. Those guys are annoying. Yeah, so that's the end of the shooting phase. These guys aren't going to shoot, right?
They are not going to shoot.
They're going to stay coward in their foxholes.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so then in the assault phase, then you just move a team into base contact, and that is a destroyed tank. We'll put some smoke on them, and then that's the end of your turn.
Okay.
All right, we're going into American turn 3. Oh, wait. Sam was very kind. He left me with no tanks or anything to unbail.
You're welcome.
So we're going to go straight into reserve. So you ready for this, Sam?
Yes.
1 die, 5+. My armored rifles show up. Let's see if we can get it. No.
Oh, all right.
Close. All right. So on to America. We're going to make 4 cross checks here. Good. Good. We're doing these on 3-up. Good. And good. All right. The 2IC and CO are going to try to cross the hedge as well. Let's see if we can keep the streak going. 3-up. Nope. And nope. So I guess they're not doing that. All right. Movement is now done. I've sidled these guys over because I didn't have good artillery targets or spotters. And Sam could bring in reserves over here to go after me. Sam's like, should I shake? He said yes. Over here, those guys made their successful cross check. You guys saw that to machine gun. This is woods here, actually. So I just put some there to denote that, but that's not woods there. And then these guys drove up to the hedge to machine gun. They failed their cross check. They can still do everything. They just count as moved. So on to shooting. All right, so we're going to go here. I'm just going to roll everything together because those are their only targets, those 2 guys. So we're going to see if we can knock them out. First thing is pool. I'm going to try to take advantage of that very expensive Lafayette Pool upgrade card, 4 points, to ignore his stabilizer shot. So he's going to shoot his 2 main guns into those guys because they're dug in. I'm looking for 6s. Ah, come on, Pool. And then the other 5 tanks here are going to fire 10 50 cal shots at those guys, looking for 6s. I got 1. And then we have 15.
So there's 6 more.
Oh, 6 more. We have 15 30 cal shots also going into those guys, looking for 6s. So we got 3 more. So we'll put a 2 30 cals on them and 1 30 cal and 1 50 cal on the Shrek team. All right, so if you want to go there, so I need a 6. Nope.
And 1 30 cal.
30 cal. Oh, fails.
And then 1 50 cal. Fast.
Ah. All right, so we need a 6. No. Okay, so they're
Not
good.
quite pinned yet.
Nope.
Or, well, I guess they're still pinned from last turn, so never mind.
They're still pinned. That's right. All right, these guys are going to shoot. They're going to go ahead and target that Panther Shrek team right there, and we'll dump everything into there. Actually, no, because I want to charge the mortars too. I think I have to shoot at the mortars to be able to charge them. All right, so apparently I'm thinking 3rd edition, so there's no rule. I can just shoot at whoever I want and still charge. So we'll put all the 50 cals there. We got 8 50 cals, looking for 6s because you're hiding in the woods. And we got.
All right, they're pinned. Again.
Like they're double pinned. Yeah. And then we've got the, let's see, we've got 3, so we've got 12 30 cal shots going into that same unit. That whiffed, but the 50 cals are important. So I think he's probably within 6 inches.
Yeah, should be.
Sorry, 6 inches is that side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it'd be like, you probably put 2 on him.
Yeah, put 2 on the Shrek and 1 on that guy. Okay. All right, so yeah, go ahead and roll those saves.
2 saves for the Shrek. Whoop.
Nice.
Good. And 1 on the other team. Good.
Okay. I'll have to do it the old-fashioned way. All right, so on to the assault phase. My shooting phase was really nondescript. I don't think I killed anything of yours, Sam. But I pre-measured this, so he's within 4 there, and these 2 are within 4 here.
Okay.
I broke a machine gun. That's the bane of Flames of War models. So now that they're in contact... Oh, sorry, I need a cross-check here to see if that's even possible. So he's good. All right, so now you've got your defensive fire.
Okay, so from the pin platoon, I've got a Panzer Faust and a Panzer Shrek.
Okay.
So the Panzer Faust, hitting it a +1 for being pinned down, will be on a 5. Nope. And then the Panzer Shrek, same deal. Hit
Hey,
ya.
it's okay.
All right. And then the 2IC also has a
Okay.
Panzer Shrek, and that'll hit on a 4 because he's not pinned down. Nope, missed.
All right, so where is your Panzer
So I'll
Faust
put it
going?
into this guy.
Okay. So what is it? It's AT
So 12.
12. So
6 old glance, I think.
6 of glance. Do I do my sandbag save first or second?
Might as well do it now, I think.
Okay, let's do sandbag first. 5 up. No. And then I need a. It's against my side armor, so I think if it's 12, it goes right through.
Right. Okay,
5
so
up.
5 up. Nope, just bailed.
Okay, so I believe it goes back. We'll
All
be
right,
back
so,
in front. We're killing on 3s. We'll go here first. Got him, and then the mortar team got him as well.
Okay.
So I got the Shrek, which I wanted to kill, and then
See if I counterattack.
yeah. So you're going to make a check for.
All 3 units?
I think you actually roll one. We'll be right back.
Okay, we'll check.
This is the first time Sam's playing 4th edition, and I haven't played 4th in. All right, so it is just 1 die for everybody.
Okay, and all the units involved are confident, so 4 up will keep everyone in the assault.
Okay.
Nope, they break off.
Okay, so everyone kind of breaks up.
Again.
Keep them moving.
Yep.
I'm pushing you towards that objective, though. That might not be my best. And
Best
the Germans
advantage.
end up pushed back even further, and then I can try to consolidate. All right, and with that, that ends American turn 3. Not that great a turn, although that assault was successful. I killed a couple of teams at least, and I'm pushing towards that objective. I need to get to it by turn 6. If I'm not within 4 inches of an objective by turn 6, I auto lose. So next up, we're going into German turn 3. All right, so we got some unpinned checks.
So we got to unpin this unit of infantry.
Okay.
So on a 4 up, they do not, again.
Okay,
The mortars on a 4 up, they do.
I like
And
it.
then do I roll my 2 IC as an individual team?
I'm not sure, but
I'll give it a shot.
yeah.
Let's see. Well, we'll check then, I
Okay.
guess. Alright, and then I have 3 dice for reserves this turn.
You're going to get 1 automatically.
I'll take
You
1.
take 1. And I think we're correcting a mistake here. The 2IC, again, it's that version 3 bias.
Yeah, very nice.
The company command unit for the Grenadiers, the 2IC and the company commander really stay together. They're a unit. So they're deployed together. Theoretically, he could have run off and do anything, but one guy couldn't be over here and the other guy over here.
Yeah.
They're not independent teams like that. He didn't do anything or affect anything over here, so it's no big deal. It's just 1 extra team over there and 1 less team over here. So on to continuing the German turn. All right, so Sam's done with movement pretty much. He's got a couple of rolls to make.
Yep. So I'm going to attempt to blitz here.
It's those guys. No, they do not.
Not going to happen.
Do you want to move them normally?
I will move them normally.
Okay.
Yeah, so they're going to move up to the hedge.
So they're just rate of fire 1. Now, I forget with the German special rule, Blitz special rule, can you still try a second one?
No, I think I have to succeed on the first one.
Let's succeed on the first one. Okay, and then any other?
These guys are going to attempt to dig in.
That rifle platoon.
There we go.
They got it.
They're good to go.
And then just recap the rest of your movement.
Sure. So this platoon, now bolstered with extra officers, moved around this wall, essentially to avoid the ranged-in marker, and still hold this objective. Infantry stayed put except for digging in here.
Mm-hmm.
They failed their blitz move, so just moved up to the edge of the terrain. They're pinned down. So they can attempt to dig in with the
Yeah, they
models
can attempt to
ahead of
dig
them.
in.
Let's try that. They're good.
They're good again.
And then the mortars will actually attempt to dig in too
Okay.
as well. Good. All right, so everyone's all dug in. And then finally, this unit of
Ta-da!
Panzer IVs popped up in the corner here.
Yeah, this is very cool. I
shots.
didn't hear these guys for some reason. All right, so on to German shooting. Turn 3.
All right, so
First up, Panzer IVs. 3 shots, needing 4s.
force. All right.
On my naked side.
I'll take 1 hit.
Okay.
I think
Which one are you targeting? I can't swap it.
We'll go into him.
Okay, the platoon commander.
And
All
then
right, side
it's
4, so just go straight to firepower.
3 up.
Oh,
no.
bailed out.
Oh, that doesn't bode well.
Oh no! So we're gonna have a little knife fight there.
Yeah. Right, and then these 3 Panzer IVs will fire into your command Sherman.
Got the gap. You're going at that guy.
Yeah.
So normally you hit on hit these guys on 4s,
fours, yep.
5s because you failed your blitz,
Yep.
and 6 because of the hedge.
Yeah, and I get only 3 shots.
Only 3 shots.
So, 6s.
Failing your blitz. Hey,
I got
it.
1. All right.
All right, and it is short range, you said, right?
Yep, it is.
And so I'm fine with the because he's not the company commander, so I'm
Okay.
fine with it going on there. So front armor 6, short range.
Yeah, firepower or AT-11.
AT-11.
So 5 will glance, 6 will ignore.
So I want that 6. Nope, so will glance though.
3 up.
So 3 up. Nope. So
All right,
he's
nothing.
okay. It just kind of wings off the hull. But they're stuck there. Finally, they can't do those shenanigans.
Yeah.
Any other shooting?
I think that's it. That's all I
All right.
got.
Okay, so it's on to American turn 4. All right, to make this interesting, I need to bail back in over here. So we'll do the guy out front first, bailing back in. I want to say these guys have protected ammo. I'll roll and see if it matters. No. And then the other guy gets back in. I'll need to check if it's protected ammo. So he does not have protected ammo, so one of those two did not bail back in. I was thinking the Sherman 76 has protected ammo. So this guy bailed back in, that guy is still bailed out. But now the odds are even, 3 versus 3. Next up, reserves. I get 2 dice this time, looking for 5s. See if that armored rifle platoon shows up. Oh. Hey, yeah, it does, all right. Now I've got some thinking to do. All right, that armored rifle platoon is moving through the woods and is contesting the objective. So now I'm putting Sam in a difficult position. He's going to have to push him off somehow.
Yeah.
That's a tough platoon, and I am easier to hit than you, but I am in woods. And, well, we'll see.
Make it difficult.
It'll make it difficult. So those guys are deployed, so now I'm going to do my rest of my movement. We'll be right back. All right, so movement is complete. We'll start over here. Those guys are staying put. I'll explain why for a reason. These guys drove around. They're going to machine gun that platoon because that platoon's just running out in the open in that field. I know that leaves me exposed for a counterattack, but if his Panzer IVs are shooting at my the half tracks instead of tanks, it's a win for me. These guys are staying put because my commander's going to spot for the artillery. And then over here, these guys all sidled over 10 inches so that they'll be able to put fire into this platoon. Only one guy's going to be obscured with trees. The rest of the guys will have open shots. This guy drove behind for some rear shots, and then, yeah, the rest of those guys stayed put. And then as you saw, the armored rifles moved up. They'll probably get some machine gun shots maybe over here. We'll see what happens. And then we are on to shooting phase. All right, we'll start with the bombardment. These guys are spotting for those guys. We're going to drop the bombardment right smack dab in the middle. The template is covering low terrain. Now let me check their skill. I did it wrong last time. I'm going to double check their skill. All right, so my skill is a 3-up, so because the template's covering the hedge, it's going to be a 4-up. So I want sweet time on target, so let's see if we can get a 4-up. Second attempt. Got it. So no time on target, though. And it is, now I got to hit you. You're forced to hit, correct? Mm-hmm. All right, so left to right.
It'll be -1 for the second attempt, or?
Right. Oh. There we go.
Got one.
We got one on the edge. So it's AT3 versus your top armor of 1.
All right, here we go.
3 or higher, you should be good. Okay,
There we go.
You good? But we do have a range-in marker there now, which is nice. All right, next up I'm going to go with my Sherman 76 platoon. Paid a lot of points for these guys. Let's see if they can earn their keep. 2 of those guys have open shots, but they have stabilizers. Normally you're hit on 4s. You're going to be hit on 5s with them. Mr. Poole, Lafayette Poole, ignores the stabilizer penalty, so he'll be hitting on 4s. And then this last poor fellow, he's actually shooting through woods, so his stabilizer and his other woods penalty concealment means he's hitting on 6s. So lots of different things to roll here. So we'll start with the 5s. Oh, no.
Nothing so far.
And then we'll see if Lafayette Poole can hit with some 4s. Okay, Lafayette.
He's a champ.
And then we need some 6s from this last guy. No. Okay, so Mr. Poole's the only one that managed to hit. We'll put 1 on this guy in the back and 1 on this guy here.
Okay.
Front armor 6 versus 12.
All right, so a guy in the back, I'll need a 6 to glance.
Oh,
yeah,
yes.
there we go. And then the other one will also need a 6 to glance. No.
Okay.
So a glancing hit and a penetrating hit.
So the glance is on the guy in the back. Is that right? Okay. So we need a 3 up for him.
Okay,
He's
bailed.
bailed, and then
And then 3 up for the other guy.
3 up to destroy the other guy.
Oh,
Got him too.
All right.
All right, so Lafayette Poole really he earned his keep. I thought 4 points.
Yeah,
seemed
worth it.
he showed the rest of the platoon. All right, so we're going to shoot with these guys. He's going to get rear shot, so I need to roll him separate. Both of these guys can see. He can probably see. They're probably obscured, so he's probably going to be obscured here. Guess I should turn his turret the right way. And then this guy is going to have an open shot. So again, we've got some different 2-hit values here. So the guy from behind is normally you're hitting on 4s, 5s because I moved and I have to use stabilizers. So let's see if we can get a couple of these because these will be on rear armor. No. And then we've got 2 shots from him, normally 4s, but he's concealed by that burning tank, so 5s.
Oh.
Nope. And then this last guy is going to shoot. He's did not move, wide open shot, so he's looking for 4s. And we got 1 hit there, and we'll put it on the guy in the front.
Okay. So I
So
need
it's 10 versus 6.
So I need a 4 to glance.
4 to glance.
That's a 2.
It's a 2. All right, so 3 up firepower. No, he's bailed out. All right, so that's that unit. All right, the company commander who spotted, he can't shoot, but this Sherman can shoot. He's going to fire back at those Panzer IVs. You are short range, concealed, so I'm going to need 5s. So let's see what we can get. And we got 1 hit. And we'll put it on the guy in the middle there, Sam, if you want to make your armor save.
All right, so 4 up to glance. That's a 3.
Oh, okay. 3 up to blow you up. So the 2IC picks off 1 guy, and that's not bad. Next up, we've got these 3 half tracks. They're going to be firing, it's only 6 50 cal shots at that infantry, hitting on 4s because you're out in the open.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
So they're
5
pinned.
hits. Yeah, we'll assign hits.
Okay.
All right, so we distributed the 5 hits there. That's enough to pin him down, which is nice. And then Sam's got some straight up saves to make.
All right, 2 for that lead team.
Oh.
Failed. Platoon commander. Failed. Oh no. Panzer Shrek. Passed.
Good.
And regular team passed.
Okay. Well, I'll take that. That's 2 more teams. And with that, oh no, wait, I've got some shooting over here. I've got to figure that out and we'll be right back. All right, the only shooting I've got really over here right now, this turn anyway, is that LMG team in that house shooting through the hole at some of the infantry there up on the hedge. I've only got 2 guys. I'm going to need 6s. And we got 1.
All right.
So let's see a 3 up save.
Put it on this guy here.
He's good. Okay. And with that concludes American turn 4. All right, so Sam's going to try to bail in these guys. He's got 2 tanks that are bailed out. You want to start with this one?
Sure.
And
Yeah,
it's a
and
3 up, right?
Yeah, they have protected ammo, so it'll be a 3 up. So
Nice.
First one.
Oh, no, that's
and
not
the
good.
other guy does.
Okay, so this one bails back in. This one's bailed out. So those guys will need a formation check, but we're not there yet.
Okay.
So you want to unpin...
They are still pinned.
They're
Even
still
though you didn't
pinned?
shoot at them, they're still pinned. So just do that real quick.
oh, gosh,
No.
these guys do not... And then those guys took 5 hits.
Yep, so they'll unpin. No, but they do have the company commander from that formation, so reroll. So they do not still.
Those still do not pin. Okay.
Yikes.
So that kind of leaves that objective open. All right, so now we go to formation check.
Okay.
So we've got this unit. It only has 1 active tank, so it's not in good spirits. So you need to roll. I forget if it's a 3 or 4 for
It's
you.
3. They have a bonus to their last stand roll.
Oh, to their last stand. Okay.
So 3 up.
3 up.
All
right,
no,
so-
so they're gone.
They're gone. So this guy basically drives away, and that guy, the bailed out guy, is destroyed.
Okay.
All right, reserve time.
Up to 4 dice. So
You're going to get 1 automatically.
hopefully
Let's see if you can get 2.
Nope.
Oh,
1.
okay, just 1. They're dribbling in at the slowest possible rate you could possibly roll, Sam.
Ooh, all right. Let's
All
see
right,
what
Sam's
number
got some
we
thinking. All right, so that is it for movement for the German phase. Well, except for any special orders you got.
yeah, just over here I need to dig in.
Okay.
And that's, I think, it. So
Okay.
try to dig in. Good.
They are dug in. Okay. And then just to point out the rest of your movement.
Sure. So this Grenadier platoon advanced with the idea of trying to knock these guys off of the objective.
Yep.
Since it's just going to get harder from this turn onwards, so I might as
Right,
well.
right. I could try to start digging in next turn.
Mortars are set to fire bombardment. My reserves came on here and are just moving into the middle of the Sherman lines. The idea trying to tie all of those tanks up so that they're not supporting the infantry.
That's a gutsy move because if you lose those, your Panzer company goes.
Yeah.
Because you only have one unit left. But that you're right. It does tie me up.
Slows you down a little bit.
And really, you're playing to the mission. You got to keep me off these objectives.
Yeah.
So okay, and then those guys.
They're pinned down but dug in,
Yeah,
so
they
they're
failed
just going to stay put. And then these Panzer IVs stayed put, and they're going to try to put all their shots into something.
Okay. All right. So on to German shooting. So mortars are firing, and then Sam, do you want to show where the
Yeah. So they're going to fire right
basically
on that
right on the
team.
bazooka team's head, and that gets you 7 teams under the template.
7
if you can range
teams.
it.
Yeah.
All right. So you go on your skill, and it's going to be 1 harder to range in because you are templates over tall terrain.
Okay. So I'm a 3 up normally, so it'll be a 4+.
4+.
Got
You
it.
got it. All right, so you got 7 teams that you need to hit. We'll assign those hits and we'll be right back.
Okay.
So those are all the assigned hits. I am basically, I'm hit on a 3, so you're going to be hitting me on 3.
On 3s. So this bazooka team, hit.
Okay, so you just leave the die next to him and we'll...
Next bazooka team, hit. Lots of 6s here. Mortar team, hit.
Ooh, not good for me so far.
Bazooka the 3rd, hit.
Oh,
Platoon commander, miss. Rifle team, hit. And LMG, hit.
all right, so let's start doing some 3-ups here. This guy is good. This guy is dead. This rifle team is dead. This bazooka team is good. This rifle team, right?
Mm-hmm.
Is good. And then the machine gun in the building. I think it's a 5-up, 4-up.
Oh,
So
that-
firepower.
Okay, 6 up. No, not quite.
Okay. So they are pinned down, and you did kill 2 teams. That's good. So I think our version 3 bias is showing again. It was actually a 4-up firepower check. So that machine gun team in the building is dead. So you killed 3 teams with that
Yikes.
bombardment. That's very. So you're not knocking those guys out in that assault is not paying off for me. So, all right, on to the rest of German shooting.
Okay, so next up, I've got 5 moving rifle MG shots into the same platoon. Normally 3s to hit, it'll be 4s with the woods.
All right.
2 hits.
Okay. I assume they're just on rifle teams?
Just on rifle teams.
All right, so I'll just roll them and you can pull whoever you want.
Good.
Okay, they're good.
All right, so John and I were talking off camera about what we were going to do with these guys.
Right.
So essentially, do we put them into the 2 command Shermans, or do we put them into the 3 mortar half-tracks?
Yep.
And I think we're in agreement that firing them into the mortar half-tracks is probably a better bet. They're out in the open, so I'm just hitting them on straight 4s. They're within 16 inches. So, a hit's a almost guaranteed kill.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas the Shermans, they're also within 16 inches, but they're obscured.
And they get a
And
save.
it's not a guaranteed kill. It would be nice to kill both of them because that's more anti-tank shots and more machine guns that I'm not having to deal with. But these guys can tear up this platoon. So
Yeah.
let's do it. I'm going to do 4 shots into these half-tracks.
Just hitting me on 4s.
Straight up 4s. Okay,
Oh,
1 hit.
I guess all that debating. Right. All right, and then you go right to firepower.
All right, firepower. Here, come on, just give me a kill. There we go.
There you go.
Got
Which one do you want to kill?
Let's take let's take a mortar.
The one in the middle?
Yeah,
They're
sure.
all mortars, but...
Oh, okay. All right, and then last but not least, I'm going to fire a Shrek from here into the closer Sherman.
Okay.
I'm sure John's going to see right through this, but essentially I'm going to try to bait him into shooting at this unit rather than focusing on the real deal over here. So let's fire Shrek. It's going to be 4s base, +1 for being pinned down, and then +1 for concealment.
Concealment, yep.
So 6 up. Here we go. No, I would have missed anyways.
Well,
Okay.
that's not your last shot. You guys still got plenty of shooting.
I don't think so.
You said last, but you don't want to shoot with these tanks?
I do want to shoot those things. All right.
So I'm assuming, you got to pick your targets for them so
Yeah.
you do the turrets the right way.
Sure. So he's going to fire. Well, I think it's going to be active tank. So I guess he'll fire here and he'll fire here.
Gotcha. Okay. So both of those, if they hit, will be side armor.
Okay.
Okay. right, so let's
His
do this
shot.
front guy.
All right, 4 up.
4 up.
Got
Got
it.
it. And the back guy.
4 up. Got
Nice. All right, so both of those will go right through my armor. So let's see a 3 up on this guy, bailed out, and then a 3 up on this guy,
it. Got him.
destroyed. All right, so Sam's declaring an assault here. So basically, he's going to charge into contact. They move 4 inches.
So we'll go in here.
And then it's either in base contact or in base contact with someone who is in base contact. And then from this position, we figure out defensive fire. So we'll be back with that. All right, so defensive fire. I've got 1 bazooka shot hitting on a 6. Oh, it hits. And then I've got 6 shots hitting on 5. So if I get 4 of these, Sam, I can repulse the assault.
Oh, I know it.
Okay, let's see if we can do it. Come on, armored rifles. No, just 1 more. So that's 2 hits. I don't really care who you take it on.
Okay, I'll take it on these 2 backfield guys then, if you
Okay.
don't mind. So right here.
Ooh,
And he's fine.
good. All right. And then we can go straight into your swinging.
Okay, so he's going to swing into this guy.
Okay.
So 3 up. Missed.
Nope.
These 2 will swing here.
Okay.
Double
Double
2
dead.
successes. So I'll just pull 1.
Yep.
2 into this next guy. Got him. And 2 into the last. Got him.
Okay, so you take out 3. And then I've got a counterattack. I think it's a 4. Let me
Good.
make it. All right, I've got some different 2-hit values here. Basically, I piled in. I've got 3 rifle teams that can hit this guy, so we're just going to go here. So
Got him.
he's dead. And then that bazooka doesn't have a target anymore. This bazooka is going to swing. He hits on close combat in a 5. And he's done. And then I've got this bazooka team also will hit on a 5. No. So it goes back to let's see if you can counterattack.
All right. I can.
Okay. And I'm sure you will.
Oh, yes.
He's going to pile in. All right, he's piled in. This is going to get ugly.
So, attacking to here.
Okay.
Got him.
Got him.
I guess he'll attack a bazooka.
Small base team.
Got him?
Got him. Actually, small base team. Do you? Oh no, it's
He's
an
a platoon,
infantry team.
right, yeah.
So yeah. So he's good.
I think 2 will have to go into this bazooka.
Okay.
Got him.
Got him.
And it's that 2, and then
Those
any
2 will
one
have to
here,
go.
One there.
Yeah.
Or-
Yeah.
So here in the platoon commander, nope, and then into the LMG. Got him.
Okay. I'm down to 4 teams. Let's see if I can counterattack back. Whoa.
Oh,
Yes,
it's
I
gonna be a
can.
bloody one.
All right, so we'll just pile in.
He might be in range now. 4 inches.
Looks like he's just out. All right, so we got 3 swings there.
One's a bazooka.
We'll go bazooka first, 5. Rifle team in the middle. Got him. And the commander got 1.
Nice.
So they take out 2. So let's see that counterattack.
Got
Yes,
it.
so
Ooh.
this is not good. All right, they end up there.
All right, we'll do 1 into the bazooka.
Okay.
Nope. 2 essentially into the rifle team. Got him. And 1 into the platoon commander. Got him.
Okay. I'll double check. I think when I'm down to 2 teams, I might not be able to counterattack. Let me double check that. Let's see if even it matters. It does. All right, these guys do not want to end this fight. So I swapped a company commander. He's going to be hitting on 4s and then 5s for the bazooka. So let's go with bazooka first, and then the company commander.
Oh,
You got one.
Okay. I'll pull him.
Yeah. And then let's see if you can counter.
All right. Yep.
Yeah. Oh, this is not good. So 3 teams versus my 2.
All right, 2 and
Just roll all 3 dice together.
Oh, okay.
If you,
Are you sure?
Yeah.
This could
yeah.
be important.
No,
Okay.
it's a 3.
Well, see, I only got 1.
You only got 1. So either way, the bazooka guy, roll a die. 1, 2, 3 was him. So he died. He's going to
Pops
jump
up.
over there. And then can I counterattack? I'm going back. And I'm going to stay
Yeah,
because they're
all right.
probably going to run away. So 4 up to kill someone. Got
Got 1. All right. See if I come back.
Yep.
I do not.
Oh.
Fall back. Just outside of 6.
That's a 6, yep. And then I believe I can consolidate. Put it on the objective.
For now.
Wow, that was bloody. Those 2 units did not
Yeah.
want to. There's my dead pile. And you lost, I don't know.
I lost 5, yeah.
Okay, so that's it for German turn 4. On to American turn 5. Okay, we're going to start with unpinning. Well, so first I need to see if these guys stick around, the Armored Rifle Company. They have a motivation of 4+. So here we go. 4+.
Good to go.
Okay, he's good. He's also pinned down, so we're going to try to unpin him. I think he's got a rally of 3, so he's unpinned as well. And then over here, I've got a couple tanks that are bailed out. So I need one of these 2 tanks to get back in, or this platoon of Shermans is going to be testing. They do not have protected ammo, so it's 4 up. We'll do him first, then him. So 4 up.
Good.
First guy's in, second guy still not. Okay.
That saves the platoon.
That saves the platoon from having to test. And then I think that's all the housekeeping before movement phase.
Yeah.
So on to American movement. All right, that's it for American movement. So what happened? I did a cross-check over here for these M12s. 3 of them made it, 1 of them failed. Cross-check. The CO Shermans moved up here, and the 81 millimeter mortars, wish they were 88s, to face down those guys. If they move to contest that objective, they're going to be in a world of pain. I'm moving these guys out here. Even though these Panzers are alive here, I'm hedging my bets, because if I knock these guys out, those guys are gone, and they're not a threat. To that, the Sherman 76s are staying put. Oh, I was going to move these Shermans. And those guys basically move up there to assault the mortars, but they're going to throw some more shots at those Panzer IVs. So on to the shooting phase. All right, Sherman 76s are firing into this platoon. They'll go with the lead guy. 3 of these tanks are hitting on 4s. Oh, only 1 hit. And then I'm going to assume that was Poole that did that. And then 1 guy on 5s. I got 1 there. Okay, well, it's 1 for each. So, Sam, those are AT-12 versus your front armor 6. So you need a 6. You want to go for a front guy first?
Let's do it. How's that?
Nice. And then the guy in back.
Nah, not so good.
All right, so we got 1 3 up to bail you out. Nope. And 1 3 out to 3 up to destroy. Okay, so he's destroyed.
Okay.
And that's unfortunate for these tanks, because now they have to shoot through the smoke to target this guy, which they will do. So normally they hit you on 4s, 5s because of stabilizers, 6s because of that concealment for you. So let's go ahead and do it. I got 1.
Got 1. All right.
And
I
that
don't have a
goes,
save against that.
Yeah, that's your rear armor. So 3 up.
Oh,
No, he's bailed out.
Bailed out.
Okay, so he is bailed out. All right, these 2 Shermans are going to fire. He'll fire over there. He'll fire at those Panzers just as insurance. Normally I hit you on 4s, 5s for concealment, 6s because of stabilizers. Nope. And he's going to shoot just machine guns over there. 2 50 cals. I think I need 6s.
Yeah. 1
I
hit.
got 1. We'll just put it on the guy in the front, and then 3 30 cal. So no. All right, so you want to make that save for that guy.
Can I move it around at all?
Yeah, you can swap it because you're outside of 8.
Swap there.
On a 3+.
Oh, 3 of us. Just do that. Okay.
Yes, you
so
can.
it's over here. All right. See if I can save. I can.
You can. All right. So those guys are done. We'll put 4 50 cal shots into the same unit.
Okay.
Hitting on 6s. You got 2. So we'll take the first 2 in that line there. I'm
Okay.
going to try to swap them.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to swap the. He's gonna take 1, and then he'll try to swap.
Okay.
3 up. Yep. So I'll bring it back here.
Okay.
So on the platoon commander failed, so firepower.
5 up. Nope.
And then this guy also failed.
5 up. No.
Stick around, I think.
Over there, that platoon commander is going to fire 1 shot, hitting your guys on a 5. Next up in the assault phase, these 2 guys move into contact here. It's going to be 2 swings. This guy first, on a 3, got 1, the other one, got 1. And then you can, they're gun team, so I think they have to break off.
Okay.
And then I've got 4 inches, which is enough to bring me around here, and I'll move my turrets back to the front. Actually, I'll stay a little bit further away. I'm gonna stay away from those guys.
Good call.
All right, so that's it for American turn 5. So going into German turn 5, it's going to be a real nail biter.
It is. I got to make a lot of 3+.
Yeah. All right, it's a real nail biter so far. So you've got a bailback in here.
Okay. So I've got protected ammo.
So 3 up.
So 3 up.
He's
good.
back in.
All right.
And then you've got a unpin and a formation test there. Which one are you going to do first?
Let's just do the formation.
Just
test.
formations even
So
matters.
it's also a 3 up.
That's
Good.
good.
And unpin.
He's good.
All
Oh,
right.
that's not good for me.
Aces.
And then they're pinned.
Yeah, and
they're
actually this
pinned.
unit too.
Okay.
So let's do this unit real quick. See
Okay.
if this is the turn they decide to unpin. No? Okay.
Yep.
And then
These
over
guys.
here, they don't, but they have the company commander.
They do have the company commander.
Motivate them. There we
Yay.
go. All right.
And then you've got this one mortar team, actually.
Yes, okay, so morale for the unit, I suppose,
Yeah.
is on a 3 up, and then unpin on a 4 up. Good. Hey.
Okay, nice. All right, so that's all your housekeeping. So you have one unit left, so it's automatically coming in.
Yeah, I'll just roll 5 dice because
Because you can? You still
I only work on
still
one. Yeah, that's how it goes with me.
All right. German movement is complete. Sam, you want to go over what happened?
Sure. I will say I do need to try to dig in here. I was just
Oh, they're
going
gonna dig in?
Yeah, so
Okay.
I'm going to try to dig them in real quick. So 3 up for that. Good. They
Okay.
dug in. All right. So movement. Not a lot. I moved my Panzer Grenadiers in on foot, just sort of
So
through
these
this
were your
gap
last
here.
reserves, right?
My last reserves. So they're kind of hanging out in this wood, and they're going to attempt to assault this unit of Shermans, hopefully.
Okay.
This unit was pinned, so they just kind of hung out. Panzer IVs are already against the wall, or against the hedge, so they're just going to fire and hopefully scoot. And then these guys stayed put. I don't want to move them out in the open with so many machine guns still rolling around. So they're going to hang out for now, and then maybe move up next turn to contest or whatever
Gotcha.
they need to do.
All right. So on to
So real quick, I'll just fire 2 rifle MG shots into this lone platoon commander. So hitting on 4s with the concealment for the woods.
Yep.
Not a thing.
No. All right, where you want to go next?
I'll do the Panzer Faust into this Sherman.
Okay.
So it's slow firing, so I hit on a 5. So let's make this happen. Oh, no,
okay.
all right.
Gonna go with the.
Yep, and then a company commander for the Panzer IVs is going to turn around and show his tummy to the 76s and fire 2 shots into the rear of these Shermans.
Okay.
So it's obscured, and you're a veteran, so it hits on 5s. Oh,
Nice.
1 hit.
And actually, I think this might not have been concealment
Oh, okay.
because it's almost like a hedge.
Oh,
where you're up against it within 2 inches of it.
Okay.
You can shoot through it, but you
Well,
got
yeah,
1 hit, 1
yeah,
miss.
2 and a
either
6,
way.
so yeah.
So which one are you shooting?
I'll do the further one.
Okay, so go straight to firepower.
Okay, 3 up. Nope. Okay,
course.
next I'll fire these 2 remaining Panzer IVs into the Sherman duo over here.
All right,
4
just
shots.
4s.
Oh,
Oh,
I
okay.
guess I'll do 2 and 2 there, John.
All right, so I need some 5s and 6s here. This is the company commander himself. So 1 possible bail and 1 pen. And then the other guy. So 1 possible bail and 1 pen.
All right.
So just do the pens real quick. This guy pen,
Pen. Nope.
bailed out, possible bail.
Nope.
So he's bailed. And then pen on this guy.
Got him.
Got him. So so the 2 ICs destroyed. Cool. All right, so that's it for shooting. So Sam's going to move into contact, and then we'll do some defensive fire and see what happens. Only 1 tank's left for defensive fire, so I'm hitting on 4s. I need all 5 of these to hit to repulse this assault. Otherwise, it might be really ugly for this platoon. Here we go. Not a 1.
Not 1.
Okay. So you've got some swings at me.
Yep. So I think I'll do. I'll choose him for the Panzer Faust.
Okay.
So I'll do 1 attack there,
Okay.
and then I think I can do 6 into here.
Okay.
Okay. So we'll do 1 into the bailed out guy. So he's hit once.
And what's his AT?
Ooh, I think it's 2 unless it's changed.
Let's see if I roll a 1 and see if it matters. No, I rolled a 5.
Okay.
All right, and then you've got your Faust and 5 other teams.
Okay, the Faust, so again, it's hitting on a 4. Nope. And then 5 other teams. 3 hits.
Okay. And we get 2s, so 1s would only be bad, so I'm good.
Okay.
So can I counterattack is the question, which I really need to counterattack.
Yes.
I can. I can't get out because if he was destroyed, I could drive through him, but he's bailed out. So I don't think I can drive through him. So I'm going to have to just try to kill you and make you run away. So one swing. Okay, I kill one guy. We'll go after the.
Oh, sorry.
Well, I guess the Faust doesn't really matter
Yeah,
because it's just any guy.
it's just any
yeah,
guy.
so that one's fine.
Okay.
And then you can try to.
Counterattack. I do.
You do. All right, let's
Right.
do this again.
So I'll kind of move him in here.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll do one into the bailed out again. Hits.
Okay, let's see that. Good.
All right, and then I've got one Panzerfaust hits on a 4.
No.
Missed.
Oh, that's the one you want.
4 regulars. I did not hit you. Oh, I'm sorry. I did hit you one time.
Hit you once,
Yeah,
okay.
my bad.
Good.
You're good? All right.
Okay, can I counterattack? Yep. And we'll try to kill another guy. No, we don't.
Okay.
But you still need to motivate to come back.
All right. No,
Nope.
I don't.
Okay, so they're going to break off, which is about the luckiest thing for me. So you got to get with that out of 6, so you got to probably go that way.
Can I get close to him though?
Yeah, you got to stay outside of 6, because he's part of that unit
Yeah,
as well.
so I gotta go over here.
And then they fall back right there. So that's. Do you have any other assaults? No.
Nope, that's it.
Those guys aren't assaulting.
Yeah, no, they dug in, so they're fine.
Okay.
Stay there.
All right, so it's on to. You're just counting on me running away before you run away.
I'm hoping for it. Yeah.
Well, that would be really bad if you run away and
That's
I
true.
win the game. Well, okay, so this is on to American turn 6. American turn 6. All right, in the spirit of fair play and Sam's learning version 4,
Yeah.
he would not dig in. He's just going to go ahead and do the assault.
Yeah, so I'm
there.
gonna bring him in. You can take your
Yeah.
carbine shot.
So I take my one shot. Let's see if we can get him. We're hitting you on a 5. Oh, we got one.
3
So
up.
3 up.
Okay.
Okay, you're good. And then 2 swings.
There we go.
Okay, so he's dead. That way, just in case Sam ran away and I didn't, I could win
Just
the
get a
game
cheeky
right
win
there.
Out of it, yeah.
So now it's on to American turn 6. Okay, some housekeeping. We were trying to, we'll bail in here and then over there. So that's the order. First guy. Nope. Second guy. No. So that's a formation test for this platoon, or platoon test. So on a, I think it's a 4 up. They are gone. Do I want to use my lucky roll to keep them?
I don't know that you need them necessarily, but
I don't know either.
because I'm gonna probably try to assault you next turn if I can.
Yeah. No, I'm going to save my lucky roll for over here.
Yeah, that might be a good one.
All right, so we're going to try to get. So that platoon's gone, and then we're going to try to get in over here. And we do.
Close it.
Okay. All right, we're going to do a cross check right here. He makes it up. He won't be able to fire this turn, but at least he's finally up there with his compadres. And I think that's it for movement. These guys are going to stay put. I need to kill that company commander so that those tanks go away. And if those tanks go away, I'm in a much more comfortable place here. And then I've got 88s and 3 of these things to put fire in that infantry. I don't think these guys are close enough to make it over here to contest there. So that's the plan. Let's go into American shooting. All right, guys. You underperformed last time. So we're going to do this. We got 6 shots hitting on 4s and 2 shots hitting on 5s. So I'm going to roll Pool's shots separately. So he's one of the guys hitting on 4s. All right, you ready for this, Sam?
I'm ready.
All right, hitting on 4s. All right, so
1.
Pool hits once. Just go ahead and I'll do the fire. Oh no.
Yeah, I can't save. So.
Yeah, you can if it hits your front.
Oh yeah, you're right. So 50%
So
chance.
1, 2, 3, it's your hull. 4,
Okay.
5, 6, it's your turret. So it's your turret,
Okay, that I can't
which
save.
goes to firepower, 3+.
Got
And
him.
Pool
All right.
kills you, and all their other shots are wasted. But I wanted to make sure Pool
Oh yeah.
got the killing
I didn't
shot.
wanna give that to him.
All right, so then over here, I don't need to put any fire into those guys because they're gone before they can shoot. So everything is going to go into this infantry to try to pin them down or kill them and make them run away. And if I can do that, that'll give me the game. These guys can't bombard because one of their guys drove up, but these guys can. So I think we could probably place it in such a way we'd cover all
Yeah.
5 of those guys, right?
Yeah, I think so. Pretty
Okay.
easily.
So let's go ahead and just go straight with that. I've got 2 teams though. So I'll check the modifier. I forget if it's ranged in or to hit. That it makes it harder for me with only two. All right, these 2 guys are going to range in, grab all 5.
Right here.
They're ranging in on a 4. So let's see, first attempt, second attempt. There we go. And then, so, ooh, it's going to be really hard to hit you now. So I got 5 under the template.
Mhm.
Normally you're hit on 4s. 5's because I only have 2 tubes, and 6 because it's the second attempt.
The 2 tubes is just a reroll.
Let's just re-roll
yeah.
successful?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm hitting you on 5's.
Yeah.
Do you want to point and I'll
Sure.
roll?
So just got to get 2 5s to hit me.
Nope.
So it fails, yeah.
Yeah,
so
that fails.
Okay.
Next guy. Nope.
This guy.
So I need another 5. Nope.
Then,
Nope. And
nope. All right.
we are ranged in, so I'll put the 88 range in like right there. And those guys are done. Company commander, he didn't move. He's just going to put 2 shots into these guys. They didn't fire, right?
Oh, they're not fired.
So we need 6's. We got 1. Let's see that 3 up save.
3 up. You
Front guy.
front guy. I'm gonna try to swap
Okay.
to this guy. Nope. All right. 3 up save.
Good.
They rolled out my 1 there. That's good.
And I've got 3 of these guys are going to fire
Okay.
into that unit. So they're just hitting on 6's as well. They don't get anything. All right. So those guys aren't pinned down. Well, that's good. So over here. Oh no, that guy's dead. That's it for me. So on to that's going to be on to German turn 6. German turn 6. All right, the starting step. Sam, you got some stuff to do.
I do. So starting off, the command for the Panzer IV company was destroyed. So we got the single unit, and they quit the battlefield at this point.
Yeah.
So, we'll be removing
So basically, Sam had two formations, a Panzer IV formation and his Grenadier formation. The Panzer IV formation, when those guys died, that 1 unit was the only unit left on the table. You need 2 units in good spirits to stay, so they're gone. So the Panzer IV platoon or company is
There's no more.
no more,
Yeah.
but you still have your Panzer Grenadiers.
Yeah.
So your army's still good.
Still got something.
Now you do need to get onto that objective this
I do.
round, though.
Yes, that is very important.
All right. So you got some unpinning to
Yep,
do.
with that in mind, I need to unpin here. So
Okay.
the Grenadier platoon that has not unpinned all game,
Ever.
try to shame them right now.
Okay.
They need to unpin, and they really, really need to unpin.
They really-
So let's do this. Okay, they don't. And the Panzer Grenadiers are champs, so they do.
They do. These
Yep.
guys do. Okay.
And then the mortar, I suppose. Let's see. It does, but it's 1 gun.
Need to see if it still sticks around.
Oh, yes, I do. 3 up. And
does.
then these
Okay.
guys need to see if they stick around on a 3 up. And they do.
They do. Okay.
All right.
So on to you got some interesting choices
Yes.
in movement phase. So we'll
Difficult
see what
choices.
happens. All right, let's recap that movement.
So movement was pretty short and sweet. So I moved 3 of the 4 teams from this platoon up. They're going to have to assault the tank there. I moved my leadership over here to try to roll up these big guns here.
Okay.
And then I ran my Panzer Grenadier platoon. Hopefully they can support somehow from here. And then
So they dashed.
they dashed, yes.
dashed,
And then this unit stayed put because they're pinned. And then everyone else is kind of staying put.
All right. So on to shooting phase.
Okay, so my company commander is going to shoot a Panzerfaust here. See what it does.
All right. I am hit on a 3.
3. All right, it'll be +1
4 with
for the
concealment.
woods, and then an additional +1 for the slow firing of the Panzerfaust. So 5, nothing.
Okay.
Over here, I've got a Panzerfaust and a Panzerschreck. So
Okay.
it'll be the Panzerfaust. Nope. And this will be 5s as well.
Okay.
He's veteran. And then the Schreck hits.
Oh, nice.
It's an 11.
It's an 11. So I've got a front armor of 6. So I need a 5 or 6 to do something here. No. So it depends.
And I got a 5 up firepower. So I bail you.
You bail me out.
Okay. I believe. All right, and then the final team, the heavy machine gun in this building, is going to fire into the mobile artillery.
Okay.
So 6 shots hitting on normally be 3s, 4s for the woods. 2 hits.
Okay.
Sounds about right. And then
So where do you want to assign him?
I'll do 1 and 2.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
All right. So 0 armor. I'm assuming it's 82. Right?
82. Yeah.
First guy,
Good.
bounce. Next guy, bounce.
Okay.
And do those guys have any shots?
Nope, they dashed, so they're just
Okay.
running.
Okay, so Sam declared an assault here. He got 2 guys into base contact with that 1 vehicle. Actually, it's forward firing, so I don't think I get any
Oh,
because
okay.
you're behind the front line. So we just want to go with your 2 attacks.
Sure. So I've got a 1 Panzerfaust, so it'll hit on a 4. Nope. And then a Panzer, or nothing, just a guy hits on a 3. So hit, AP2, or AT2.
Side armor, top armor. Okay,
Yeah,
bounce.
you're good.
And then counterattack or, yeah, let's see if I can counterattack. Yeah,
You can.
they can. Which, boy, this seems weird that they can
Fighting assault, is it?
grinding you up.
Yeah.
I think I might pull back and just provide firepower, defensive firepower for that assault there.
Yeah, yeah.
So I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to measure this and be right back. And then they end up there. And then do you want to go with that assault?
Yeah, I'll assault
Okay.
here. So bring him in. And then you've got your defensive fire.
Yeah, so we checked already the 2 half-tracks, and now just this one gun are in range for defensive fire. So the 2 half-tracks have 50 cals. They did not move, so that's 6 shots total from the 50 cals.
Not bad.
So let's see what we can get. We're just hitting you on 4s. So we got
4.
4. And then let's see if we can get the brutal gun to hit to repel you. So his 1 shot.
Okay. You got 4.
On a 4. No, he moved, so he can't fire.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because it's yeah, it doesn't have any moving. Well, how does that work? Does that count as moving rate of fire?
I have no
don't know.
idea.
Yeah.
Why don't you roll
Let's see if it
and
even
we get-
matters.
yeah. It does.
It does. Okay, we'll check the rulebook and see. All right, so as weird as it sounds, that assault came down to 1 die roll. They fire at their halted rate of fire.
Yep.
I had to move them out of 6, so I can only get 1 guy as part of that fight, but that was the one that I needed. So we got 5 hits to distribute, so we'll do 2, 2, and then we'll put the monster gun on that 1 guy by himself.
Okay. So we'll do 2 here. Killed. 2 here. Killed. Ugh. And then
This is reroll
I'll just roll 2
successful.
again. Yeah.
Oh,
He survives.
he's good.
All right. But they'll be testing now.
They'll be testing. That may have cost you the game. I don't
Yeah,
know.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
going to be close. All right, so, and that's it for assaults.
That's it for assaults.
So that is German turn 6,
Cool.
onto American turn 7. American turn 7. American turn 7. All right, in the starting step, I'm going to try to get back into my bailed out tank. And I'm going to spend my lucky card.
Good call.
So let's see if we can do that. No, so he's still pinned down. That's not good. Okay, and then we'll go to movement. All right, this is one of the things that drives me crazy about Flames of War, but I also love because these choices are just killing me. I'm tempted to blitz with these guys because they can't. Otherwise, they can't fire a bombardment there, and they can't see that guy. They can maybe direct fire the machine gun team in there, but I think I'm going to blitz, so I can either move them out that way towards those guys, or turn around and drop a bombardment on those guys. So let's see if I can even blitz to make it something I have to worry about. And we got the blitz. All right, so I moved them up there. So I'm going to put some direct fire shots into those guys. Maybe him will go someplace else. All right, so let's go into the shooting phase, shall we? First up, we're going here. These Sherman 76s are going to be firing into these infantry. I've got, basically, they're not in cover, so it doesn't care if it's a 30 or 50 cal. Each one gets 4 shots. Hitting on 4s. We'll see what we can do to this unit. Oh, that looks pretty.
Yeah.
That looks pretty good for me. All right, so how many units? 6 in there?
6 now, yeah.
So we've got 6. So all but 2 will be doubled up.
Okay.
So let's do 2 for everybody except these 2 on the back will have 1.
Sounds good. All right.
So
2. Lives.
good.
Dead. Lives.
Nice.
Platoon commander. Lives.
Okay, and then 1 on each one of those guys.
Dead.
Of course.
And lives.
Okay.
All right.
So that's enough to pin him down anyway. And then over here, let's just go straight here.
Okay.
We got 3 shots into these guys.
Okay.
So normally 4s, 5s.
Okay.
Okay, so we got 1. I'll just put it on the closest guy. It's a brutal, so you're re-rolling your saves.
All right. I'm gonna do them one at a time just for
Oh, okay.
being dramatic.
Okay.
Doesn't matter. And then I'll swap the. 'Cause that's the CIC.
That's a 0. Okay. Fair enough. And then one shot at, yeah, up
Okay.
there. Okay. Huh, that's a hit.
All right.
Okay.
3-up save. And let's try that one again.
Try that
3-up
again.
save. Good.
Okay. That's a gun team, though? Does he have a different save?
No, it's still 3-up.
That's still 3-up for the machine gun. All right, so that's that unit. All right, the 2 half-tracks, they're going to go after this platoon of 2 guys. One guy's in the building, one guy's there. I know they might run away, but I really need them to get off the objective. So we're going to go for it. Hitting on 4s. So we got 3 hits. So I think that's enough to tag one guy in the building.
Yeah. All right, so we'll do 2, the guy in the open.
Okay.
Ooh, got
He's dead.
him. And then he would swap, but we'll do the 1 save. In the building,
He's good.
succeeded. So
All right. So he's there.
teleports off of the objective.
And with that, that is all of my shooting. And I have no assaults, so we're going to German turn 7. German turn 7.
Okay. So
Start of the German turn. This is big.
So this heroic team needs to stick around on a 3+.
Okay, so we're doing this.
Ugh.
Oh no,
All
he's
right.
gone. All right, that's okay. That's you still got someone.
Yep.
So he's not pinned down because
He's not
he's HQ. So you got
They need
these
to
guys.
unpin. So 4-up. No.
No, no.
right.
These
They're
heroes.
perpetually
They're well
perpetually
rested.
pinned. Yeah,
they're,
right.
they're well rested.
They've been convalescing all game. Let's see. Nope.
No.
Okay.
And then you've got a couple of last stands over there.
Yeah, so last stand over here on a 3, and on a 3 for the mortar. Oh,
Mortar finally.
bails.
So that's really bad.
Yeah.
I mean, if you'd passed, these guys could have maybe got into assault range.
Yep.
And he could have contested, and I don't know what you're going to do.
Could've done something,
All right, we're
yeah.
going to give Sam some time to think.
I
All
gotta
right,
think
Sam,
about this.
protect me. What'd you do?
Epic movement phase. I moved the company commander from here to here,
Okay.
and that's it. None of
That's
my
it.
other units can really move.
All right, shall we just go straight into the shooting phase?
Let's do it.
Okay.
So he's gonna fire his Panzerfaust into.
Had to take out that commander.
Yeah, actually, I might as well put it into here because I could force a morale check.
Oh, yeah, definitely
So
could.
let's do that. So it's a 4 base -1 for slow firing.
Yep.
So 5 up. Not gonna do
Oh,
it. Okay.
so he's not doing well with that one.
And then these guys are they got to do something eventually. So they're gonna take 1 Shrek shot into here.
Okay. So concealed, so
Yeah, so
5.
5.
Got one.
Got it. All right.
All right, so I have a front number 7.
Okay, I'm an 11.
Oh, okay. So let's see. Whew. Nope.
Oh, all right.
Firepower.
5 up.
No.
Bailed out.
Bailed out. How many of my tanks have you bailed out instead of
I
killing
think
them?
all of them.
Which one did you want to
Put it here.
put it right there? Yeah, the closest to the objective. And is that it for shooting?
No, yes, for
That's it
shooting,
for
yes,
shooting.
that's it.
Okay, so assaults. All right, so we're gonna assault.
You know what?
That's a good one.
You know what? Yeah,
He's
I'm
gonna-
going to.
he's gonna
I'm
go
going
for
to.
it?
Yeah.
All right, so I think really he's the only one that can shoot defensive fire. Would
Agreed.
you agree?
Yes.
Okay. So that's gonna be 3 shots. Hitting on 4s to protect the commander. Oh, just 1.
All right.
It's coming down to this.
See what I can do.
No.
All right. Okay.
And I think with that, it's gonna be game.
That's gonna be game.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Well, left hand
game,
advantage.
yeah.
Good game. All right, we're going to set up for a post-game show in just a moment, but let's take a look at the battlefield here. It's just
Absolute
carnage.
Yeah.
All right, everyone, there you go. That was kind of a nail-biter. We didn't even figure out points, but
Oh,
really, you've killed plenty of my platoons that it's, I'm sure, 4-3, 3-4, whatever.
What are the scoring system is now?
Yeah, it could go to, I think, to 8, but I think you killed enough. You killed plenty. But what did you think of the game, Sam? Your first version for battle?
I mean, it's good. It's good. It's pretty familiar, but with a little more flexibility, and it did feel a little more tactical as far as like especially your vehicle units had a lot of options to sort of like I use that shoot and scoot and blitz sort of combo quite a bit in order to make my Panzer IVs get a little extra mileage out of my Panzer IVs. Whereas in version 3, I think they would have rolled up to some bocage, fired a few shots, maybe killed a couple things, a couple Shermans, and then just gotten gunned down. Yeah. So doing that and being able to sort of hold that middle against you was really nice.
Yeah.
Until it failed.
Well, the nice thing too in this version is infantry Yeah, artillery is deadly to infantry, but that's World War II.
Yeah.
Artillery was the biggest killer of infantry, but infantry can move 8 now,
Yeah.
and assault 4, so they have a 12-inch threat range on the table,
Yeah,
which
they have a
is
nice range.
which is nice.
Yeah.
So your infantry companies can project power.
Which I like too because I play a lot of infantry companies. I have a basic rifle company for every major nation, so
And I think that if you had managed to unpin those guys,
yes,
you would have been in on the objective with that other platoon.
Yes, those grenadiers are in a lot of trouble. They're definitely going to be reprimanded if we get to this battle.
Well, so what did you think of your plan? What would you do different in that game?
Roll better reserves. Probably would
Right.
have been good. I'm not sure. I think I probably would have honestly changed my list a little bit.
Mhm.
I have a lot of tanks, but a lot of them aren't represented in Fortress Europe yet,
Mhm.
and those that are don't really fit well in a D-Day scenario.
Yeah.
So, for example, I have Ferdinands, and I love fielding Ferdinands, but there weren't any at D-Day, so
Okay.
I didn't really feel comfortable doing that. In addition, I have 4 Martyr 2s.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that have the Pac 40 guns rather than the Soviet 7.62.
Oh, yeah.
And they're not represented in Fortress Europe. So normally I would take 4 of them, but since they didn't have the particular type of mortar I used, I decided not to use them.
Yeah.
So I feel like it'll be nice to have a German book that represents Normandy a little bit better.
Right.
So I can kind of take some of that stuff. Or if we were playing an Italy campaign, then
Yeah,
that would
makes
be
sense.
I'd have a lot more stuff. But as it stands right now, I think the list was sort of one of the bigger issues. I do like being able to take more Panzerschrecks than you previously could
Yeah.
in this sort of time period. So taking 2 Panzerschrecks and a heavy machine gun and a grenadier, you're going to really bulk them out.
Yeah.
Makes them 10 strong, so they're pretty nasty. But I don't know. I'm still fiddling around with the list. The way you make lists now is a little bit different, and so I was a little confused on that. So I went for simplicity's sake as far as infantry goes. So I took obviously a lot of infantry, 4 platoons of infantry. So probably cut down that a little bit. Maybe take some Pac 40s or something like that. I'm good.
But it's interesting too the way with list building because you had 2 formations, tanks and infantry.
Yeah.
Your tank formation broke, and if that was your only formation, you would have lost at that point. But
Yeah.
the infantry, you can take enough extra platoons in that core infantry formation that they stick around.
Yeah.
Your infantry formation took a pounding, but they still weren't running.
It did, yeah. I was actually a little surprised. I feel like the machine gun fire from tanks is reduced slightly because most tanks are rolling like
On the
4
on the
guys.
move,
On the move,
yeah, on the move, the 50 cal goes from 3 shots to 2 shots.
Yeah, so it's a little bit better. I mean, running into say 16 shots instead of 20 shots when a full unit of Shermans rolls up on you it's kind of nice, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
a
every
little
little,
extra
bit,
fire. Yeah.
every little bit helps. So your deployment, so on the map with the list that you had,
Yeah.
would you have changed any deployment now in hindsight?
I think I was more afraid of the artillery than I should have been, so I should have maybe covered the center a little bit more. I was trying to use the hedges to my advantage, and it did actually sort of work. I mean, even though the grenadier platoon over on, I guess this would be the left flank on this side,
Yeah.
even though it was pinned down, it really constricted your movement.
Yeah.
So that was really nice. So I think I would have left that one there. I always put one unit sort of in the back in reserve to cover that back objective, and that worked a treat. I mean, they lost more infantry than I would have liked, but that's the way it goes sometimes. The unit that was partially in the house, I feel like maybe I didn't really know what I was doing with it. I was just trying to avoid artillery markers and getting machine gunned.
Well, you needed something there to
Yeah.
cover that objective.
Yeah.
So, I mean, they did their job
Yeah.
right
And-
up until they died to the man. Or I guess one team ran away. Yeah.
I think had my reserves come in earlier, I would have played the game differently. So like when we thought I got reserves that first turn,
Yeah.
I actually brought a Panzer IV platoon on the other side on the right flank, and that would have been pretty different because I could have harassed that artillery, I could have harassed the mortars. So that would have been very interesting instead of just putting them in over on the left flank and getting into that meat grinder with all those Shermans.
Yeah.
So that's just the way it goes.
Yeah, and I think tactically you played it pretty well. You held me up where you needed to hold me up, and finally just my weighted numbers.
Yeah.
But even then, really, you bloodied me pretty well too.
Yeah, there was a good back and forth.
Yeah.
I think some of my shooting was a little unlucky, but then there were some really, really key moments. The leadership for the Panzer IV sticking around as long as they
Oh
did.
yeah.
That was a huge bonus for me. So I got pretty lucky there. But I was surprised how ineffectual some of my shooting was. Especially that first turn with Panzer IVs, I killed one Stuart.
Yeah, you killed just one.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was tough. But
So I guess.
what can do? Yeah, it's a dice game.
Yeah.
Well, for me, so a couple things. My list, I think I need an observer in there. There's
Yeah.
like 3-4 turns where my artillery was not shooting at anything.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why you weren't feeling the heat from artillery.
Right. Maybe I should be scared of it. I just,
Jake was in here earlier while we were playing. He's like, "Where's your AOP?" And I'm like, "Right, I should have took an AOP." But either an AOP or a dedicated observer. I took the sandbags on the Sherman platoon. They really never helped me.
Yeah.
For 4 points, I could have had an observer Sherman or an AOP that could have helped a lot.
To be fair, I spent 8 points on Panzerfaust, and they didn't
They
really
didn't
do
do
anything.
anything either.
So
Yeah, and I did have I did spend 4 points on Poole,
yeah,
but his rule only came into effect once or maybe twice, but he missed anyway.
yeah, because they were stationary for quite a while.
They were stationary for a while. But so I think I would definitely add an observer to this force.
Yeah.
And knowing, I hate like knowing the board, I would have taken hedgerow cutters.
Sure. Yeah.
So I'd cross on a 2 instead of a 3, which would have been
Key.
nice.
Yeah.
And I know it's Normandy, so it wouldn't be gamey to do that because that's where they introduced Cullen hedgerow cutters.
Right.
But still, I kind of like, I didn't want to do that to you.
No.
It's like I'm building the table and I'll give myself hedgerow cutters and put hedges everywhere.
Yeah.
No, so but I think maybe that would be a good investment on a table like this.
Yeah, if you're going to like a themed tournament, something like that, like Shifting Sands, and you knew it was going to be Normandy, I'd take those.
So who was your MVP of this battle?
Oh, I don't know. So many disappointments. It's hard to. I think the Panzer IV company commander was pretty solid. Just him sticking around. I mean, it was pure luck.
Yeah.
Absolute luck. But him sticking around an extra turn really helped me out.
Well, I think you got like 2 consecutive turns. You got a 6 for that armor save.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
so that really helped.
Yeah, it was really nice.
And that kept the other platoon in the game.
Right, and that just shut down one side really
And
for you.
yeah, exactly. And it killed the 2 IC Sherman and bailed out the other Sherman. And so that was really good because my 76 is like totally whiffed. I was like 8 shots and I got 2 hits, I think.
Right.
Needing 4s, but I can't complain about my dice because I rolled pretty well a couple of other places.
Yeah, I think overall your dice were. I think they ended up being pretty average.
Probably.
But, yeah.
What unit would be your greatest disappointment?
You know what? I would say the Panzer Grenadiers, but that's mostly because I guess I just didn't really know what to do with them. The left side of the board was just so congested. I wasn't really sure how to run them, and I thought, running Germans in the past, you get a Panzerfaust in there.
Yeah.
You assault 2 Shermans in close combat, you're gonna knock them out. So, not having done that was pretty frustrating.
Well, that Panzer Grenadier platoon did what it needed to do, though. It took out that you didn't kill them, but you forced them to fail their morale.
Yeah, but I got lucky with that.
But you got lucky, but and then that kept those Shermans from heading towards the other objective.
Yeah.
So they did do something.
Yeah, and I think their failings are more my own than themselves. I just
No, blame them. Probably my weakest unit would be I totally misused my recon, but that's my fault, not the unit's fault. But I'd probably say the 81 millimeter mortars. They really didn't do anything. They never really fired a bombardment. Well, they fired one bombardment the whole game.
Yeah.
They did kill a couple things with their machine guns, but
which is a little ironic because they're the ones sort of holding the objective for you at the end of the game. But
so it was good though. My Shermans did well. My Stuarts kind of died, but I kind of pushed them forward to kind of keep you from ambushing up here. But
that's kind of what they do.
You got a
usually
good
die
spot
pretty quick. Yeah,
they do. So, all right, guys. Well, there you go. That's our game. We're covering Fortress Europe. We're covering an American D-Day book. We're playing a themed Normandy game. I hope you guys enjoyed this. I know Flames of War fans, you guys have been wanting more Flames of War battle reports. I think with Sam back in town and the other guys I think are itching to play more Flames of War, we should get some more battles on the channel. Right now we'll have to figure out what we'll play. I know I'd still like to play in Normandy.
Yeah.
But I know you have Soviets and you have everything.
Everything.
Yeah. So let us know down in the comments below kind of what you'd like to see. We always appreciate hearing from you guys. Please check us out on Facebook also at All Miniatures Great and Small. We appreciate that over there. You can follow us. I try to post what we're up to, latest projects, things like that. And always Thanks for watching, and keep on wargaming.